Good evening children, this is Padma from GK Jain Schools. Let us continue with complex numbers from 12th maths. Today we are going to see about modulus of a complex number and also the properties involved in modulus of a complex number. Let's move on to the topic now. Let's see the definitions now. First, modulus of a complex number. Hope you all remember how to calculate the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle. A similar method only. If z is equal to x plus iy, then root of x square plus y square is called modulus of z and it is denoted by mod z. We have a note also. Modulus of z square can be written as z into z bar. It is very important property and we'll be using it in sums also. Then we have certain properties of modulus of a complex number. We have around 8 properties. All these 8 properties are very important. We'll be making use of them in the sums wherever it is necessary. So you have to go through this 8 properties. Next we'll move on to the geometrical interpretation, that is modulus of z1 plus z2 plus z3 etc. You remember the sum of the two sides of a triangle is always less than the third side, same concept only. So modulus of z1 plus z2 etc. is less than or equal to mod z1 plus mod z2 etc. Okay, and then the last one, the distance between the points z1 and z2. You remember the distance formula in analytical geometry, root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Same concept here also. So z1 minus z2 modulus. And then formula for finding the square root of a complex number. You have the formula. Previously we will be deriving it from the algebraic formula. Here you have the direct formula itself. So you can see the formula in the first paragraph. We will be making use of that also in the sums. Now we will move on to the sums. Example 2.10. Find the value of modulus of 1 plus i the whole bar into 2 plus 3i into 4i minus 3. Okay, so this is actually like 3 marks or 2 marks sum only, but you should know the concept. That's why I have taken this sum. See the second subdivision, that is this sum. So by the property, we have 8 properties, right? So one of the property is modulus of z1, z2, z3 can be splitted and written like this, that is mod z1, mod z2, mod z3. Similarly, I can split mod 1 plus i the whole bar, mod 2 plus 3i, mod 4i minus 3. Okay, now this whole bar, right? And we have another property of modulus of a complex number. I have written it here. Modulus of z bar can be written as mod z. So using that I can write this as modulus of 1 plus I. Okay, and this will be written as it is and this will be written as it is. Now we know that the definition of modulus of a complex number is root of x square plus y square. So root of, here it is 1 square and coefficient of I has to be written, that is 1. So 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, and again it is minus 3 the whole square, which is going to be 3 square only. So it is 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, so 13, 4 square is 16, 3 square is 9, so 25. So we got the answer to be 5 root 26. And I have done the third subdivision also. I did it because it is having division method. So in division also we are going to apply the same method only, but we will make use of the property that modulus of z1 by z2 means it can be written as mod z1 by mod z2. That is also a property. That's how we have splitted this modulus, whole modulus, as numerator and denominator, and applying the modulus definition we are getting the answer. So this is how we have to do this sum. We'll move on to the second sum now. See, second sum. Example 2.14. Show that the points 1, minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2 are the vertices of an equilateral triangle. In your 10th standard, you must have studied about the distance formula, root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, and using that length formula, that distance formula, you will be justifying whether the sides is forming a square or rectangle. Like that many sums you must have done. Same concepts applied in complex also. So here I have to do it for the equilateral triangle. So for an equilateral triangle, the condition is all the sides should be equal. So I will first name z1 as first side, z2 second, and z3 as third. Now I have to find the individual distances. So first z1 minus z2, modulus of z1 minus z2. First z1 is 1. So 1 minus z2 is within the bracket I will write because I am having a minus outside. So minus 1 by 2 plus I into root 3 by 2. Now when I am taking LCM I am getting like this. and after this I can add the real part, that is 3 by 2 plus I into root 3 by 2. Now when I am taking the modulus, that is I have to square the real part and the imaginary part, that is 3 by 2 the whole square and I into root 3 by 2 the whole square, that is 9 by 4 plus 3 by 4, which is 12 by 4, and while I am taking the root it is root 3. Next I will do it for z2 minus z3. Similarly I will do it for z3 minus z1, and for all the sides I have got it to be root 3. So z1 minus z2 is equal to z2 minus z3 is equal to z3 minus z1 is equal to root 3. Since all the sides are equal, the given points form an equilateral triangle. So these kind of sums are very very important. This will be asked in 3 marks for sure. For equilateral triangle, for rectangle, for square, whatever the condition. For square means you have to check out for the all the 4 sides. Okay. Now we move on to the next sum. Example 2.15. See, this is also very important 5 mark sum. Let z1, z2, z3 be complex numbers such that mod z1 equal to mod z2 equal to mod z3 is equal to r, where r is greater than 0, and z1 plus z2 plus z3 is not equal to 0. Why they are meaning, they are giving that hint means if it is coming under the denominator means we should have this condition. So we have to prove modulus of z1, z2 plus z2, z3 plus z3, z1 divided by z1 plus z2 plus z3 is equal to r. So everything was repeatedly saying z1, z2, mod, bar, let it be, but you have to understand the concept. Complex numbers are very 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 easy. Okay, now we'll write down the given conditions. Mod z1 is equal to mod z2 is equal to mod z3 is equal to r. I'll name it as 1. We know that one of the property of modulus of a complex number, modulus z can be written as z into z bar. You can check this with assigning z to be any complex number. You can take z as 1 plus 2i and check whether this is getting satisfied or not. For any complex number this will be satisfied. Now 1 becomes, in the place of z1 I can write it as z1 z1 bar. Similarly in the place of z2 I can write it as z2 z2 bar, and in the place of z3 I can write it as z3 z3 bar. Now when z1 is equal to r, z1 z1 bar will be r into r, that is r square. Similarly z2 z2 bar r square, z3 z3 bar r square. Now individually taking z1 z1 bar is equal to r square means z1 can be written as r square by z1 bar. Similarly z2 can be written as r square by z2 bar. Similarly z3 can be written as r square by z3 bar. Now I'll go for the z1 plus z2 plus z3. I'll add all this, r square by z1 bar, r square by z2 bar plus r square by z3 bar. Now I'll take the LCM. Here it is z1 bar. So what are the terms missing here? It is z2 bar and z3 bar. So the numerator will be z2 bar plus z3 bar. Plus here it will be, I'll take the r square outside. So here it will be 1 only. So here the term in the denominator is z2 bar. So what are the terms missing? z1 bar and z3 bar. So I have written it here. And here it is z1 bar and z2 bar. So I have taken the LCM. After taking the LCM, I am converting this, like I am having splitted bar for z2 alone and z3 alone. Now I will write it together. So z1 z2 z2 z3 plus z2 z1 z3 plus z1 z2 the whole bar. I am making this as a whole bar by this property, that is z1 bar plus z2 bar can be written as z1 plus z2 the whole bar. So I have used that property. Now after that, r square is equal to z1 z2 z3 plus z1 z3 plus z1 z2 divided by z1 z2 z3. How I wrote that is because of this property, because I can write modulus of z bar as mod z. So this modulus of z2 z3 plus z1 z3 and z2 z3 z1 z2, this mod can be, the bar can be removed using this property, because mod z is equal to mod z bar. So after that, r square into z2 z3 plus z1 z3 plus z1 z2 divided by, I am splitting this mod, this whole mod is there, no, that mod I will be splitting and writing z1 mod, z2 mod and z3 mod. Now what is this z1 r, z2 r? See the condition in the question itself, they have given mod z1 mod z2 mod z3 is equal to r. This is also r, this is also r, this is also r. So this will become r into r into r cube. R square and r cube get cancelled, so r, and then after I can interchange. See, I have this one I have taken the mod here, z1 plus z2 plus z3 the whole mod. So now I'll interchange, r will be taken to that side and this will be taken to the denominator. We have already given that condition that z1 z plus z2 z plus z3 is not equal to 0. So r is equal to z2 z3 plus z1 z3 plus z1 z2 divided by z1 plus z1 plus z3 the whole mod. So this is what we have proved. So this is very important 5 mark sum. I will move on to the next sum. Find the square root of 6 minus 8i. So this is the last formula we saw in the last slide of this today's lesson. So previously we used to find the square root using algebraic formulas. Okay, here we have the direct formula itself. First we have to convert the square root, that is first we will write the modulus value. 6 minus 8i means root of 6 square plus minus 8i the whole square, that is 36 plus 64, root of 100, that is 10. Now the formula is root of 6 minus 8i is equal to plus or minus root of this value you have to write, that is mod z you have to write, mod z plus a divided by 2. Okay, what is your a here? This is your a and this is your b. So I'll write 10 plus and mod z, this is mod z 10. So 10 plus a is 6 by 2 and minus I into root of 10 minus what is your a here? 6. So 6 divided by 2. Okay, and plus or minus has to be there. Now 10 plus 6 is 16 by 2 and 10 minus 6 is 4 by 2. Now 16 by 2 will be root 8 and 4 by 2 will be root 2. Now root 8 can be written as root of 4 into 2, right? And root 4 is 2. So it will be 2 root 2. So 2 root 2 minus I root 2 and outside you will be having a plus or minus sign. So this is also very important 3 mark sum. This is also a repeated question only. So now we'll move on to the exercise in next class. We have seen almost all the important example sums. In next class we'll be seeing the exercise sums. So in today's class we saw about the properties of a modulus of a complex number, what is modulus of a complex number, everything, and we went through certain example sums. We'll go through some more example sums and also we'll start off with the exercise in the next class. Thank you children.